Hey everyone, JayborinoPlays here. Welcome back to Shadow of Liberty, a custom campaign for StarCraft 2 created by PowerCore X64. We're heading into mission number 3, the Queen of Blades. The last mission was quite short. I'm going to guess that we're playing as Zerg this map. It seems like this is a multiple perspective campaign, which is cool. It takes place between StarCraft Brood War and StarCraft 2. Kerrigan and her swarm have pulled back to Char to build a stronger swarm. To do this, Kerrigan needs to gather essence to enhance her psionic control over her minions. Broodmother Azul has rejected these orders and plans to take the essence for herself. Kerrigan has asked aid from Jones, an infested Terran, to help her on claiming the essence for herself and eradicating Azul's brood. Be sure to defend your base from aggressors while you are claiming the objective. Alrighty. Continue on hard. It's been going okay. Only 2 missions, though. My queen. Our hive cluster has been established. Thank you, Jones. Now, let's bring an end to Azul. Okay, right into it. Just right into it. Let's go. Tech tree. We have all the way through Hydralisk Mutalisk, which is pretty good. We just start at tier 2. We can get up through a lair. No hive tech, basically, is what this is telling me. Alright, Jones is an infested Terran. He has no recollection of the man he once was. Jones can heal nearby allied troops and cast fungal growth. Wow, that's a great hero ability. Sarah Kerrigan, also known as the Queen of Blades, has nearly brought the Caprulu sector down to its knees with her swarms. She has killed millions of Terran and Protoss alike. She has also killed great leaders like Phoenix, Aldaris, and Duke. Kerrigan is a detector and can cast Razor Swarm. Alright, so we have 2 area of effect. We have 2 area of effect spells. Okay, let's go. I am very curious to see where this campaign in general is going with all these different factions. Well, I mean, it's not a lot of different factions, but there are different factions. Probably just gonna focus on our basic tech tree. We'll get some queens. Wait, we need gas for... Oh, they're swarm queens. Okay, so that means these are the campaign hatcheries. I don't know if we will get more than 3 larvae per hatchery. We'll find out. In the campaign you did, but I've noticed some folks use them where you get swarm queens, not regular queens. You can't spawn larvae, but you end up not being able to have more than 3, which means that we just need to make a lot of hatcheries, just like StarCraft 1, though. And this is sort of an in-between between StarCraft 1 and 2. I will make a lot of Swarm Queens, though. It's a very good, very, very good unit. So what is it, 50? Yeah, so let's... I mean, we're double mining from gas now. That's fine. Okay, so what do we have to do? Bring Kerrigan to each essence. Interesting. So are we against the clock here? I can't really tell. Let's just get 2 Swarm Queens. Never mind. Let's just go ahead and get an Overlord. And maybe just a second Overlord, that's fine. And we can get all the way through Mutalisks. I tend to like doing a mixture of ground units, but I mean, Mass Mutalisks will always do well. So Razor Swarm will do friendly fire, I'm pretty sure, whereas Fungal Growth should not. We can test it right now. Let's just do this. Yeah, okay, that does friendly fire.
You need something?
But fungal growth definitely does not. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Let's just keep making a lot of drones for now. And we can make 2 more infestation chamber... What are they called? Evolution chambers? I don't know, man. Okay, yeah, no larva there, but we can spread the creep, which will help us with vision, of course. And we just make a lot of these swarm queens. They're very, very good units. And just rally everything to Kerrigan. That's no problem. Okay, transfuse... Is it like lesser transfusion, rapid transfusion? Spend energy right now to get, okay, so these are the campaign swarm queens. We can just use these to spread the creep for no energy, which is great. And let's just go ahead and get +1 right away. I assume we'll be able to get +2 at least. Well, and definitely not +3 because we can't get a hive. But this is good just because it'll allow us to have vision on when the enemy's going to come and attack us. Are these burrowed? It doesn't mention. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It depends on which campaign mod I believe is used with creep tumors. Because Wings of Liberty creep tumors, because you were playing as Terran, they were by default not considered hidden and burrowed. So that kind of made it interesting whenever people were using the Wings of Liberty campaign mod specifically for that reason. Okay, let's just keep spreading this creep. See what we can. I assume this uses the Legacy of the Void mods though, so no problem there. More drones. I mean, the faster that we can get the show on the road, the better. But we're gonna be able to reinforce much easier and faster if we just get more hatcheries and more drones. Okay. And then Kerrigan's got a Razor Swarm. Here come these jerks. Let's just do this. Okay, I believe they were able to see my I believe they were able to see my creep tumors. So, Jones, have you experienced any headaches recently?
Need something?
What a strange thing to ask, Kerrigan. No, my queen. Why do you ask? Well, it's just, after your birth into the swarm, you can experience headaches due to memories collapsing in on each other. She would know. What other memories? All I know is that I've been a cerebrate for a year now, serving you, my queen. A cerebrate? That's interesting. Good, and it should stay that way. Maybe it's just a terminology thing here, I think. Okay, so unless they had an overseer there, and I don't think they did, I think they were able to just see my creep tumors, which is unfortunate, but not the worst thing in the world. Let's just keep making swarm queens. They're gonna be our bread and butter. Okay, we can only get +1, no problem. And then we'll get glial reconstitution. We'll get a Hydralisk Den as well, and then we'll be able to start spamming out units like crazy. I could get a Spire just in case, and then we'll set up some spine crawlers all over the place. So these things that we have to destroy are all over the place, unfortunately. The enemy is also 1-1, so we are at least on par with them. Okay, let's just keep spreading this creep. Maybe in directions where the enemy can't find them. Is this another base down here? On the yes, okay, there is another base down here. This is good. So it's fine that we're spreading the creep, even if the enemy destroys some of the tumors, because I can come down here and take this second base. That's perfect. Okay, and the enemy creep tumors appear.
Keep your mind clear.
It does appear like we can see the enemy creep tumors as well. Interesting. Okay, is this a dead end? We're gonna find out when we get some more creep vision here. No, it just keeps going. It's a little misleading. It's not even a ramp. I couldn't tell if it was a ramp. It's because there's a stone arch here. Okay, so let's do this, and then Stukov man. I mean Jones, whatever your name is. Run, run. Okay, go that way. That's fine. Okay, let's get some roaches to have some meat. We just need some beef in this army. All right, Kerrigan. There's a lot of stuff here. That's fine. Draw them in. Razor Swarm. That is a really good Psionic Storm type ability. Let's just do it again. There you go. Okay, great. Perfect. It's basically Psionic Storm, but I don't know if it's better or worse. Let's see.
Careful what you ask
It doesn't have a damage. It doesn't say how much damage per second or anything like that, so that's okay. No Hydralisk upgrades available. I guess let's grab a Spire, just so we have it. Not that we need it, but then we'll go ahead and set up a bunch of spine crawlers down here, because we know that this is the direction that they're coming from. Okay, and we're going to need a lot of gas. More gas. There we go. Okay, next step, just make more Swarm Queens, because they're really good. And then we're going to make a bunch of Overlords, because they're really good. I don't know, man. And, yeah, throw this down here. Now we got 5 hatcheries. Again, I think I can't tell if they max at 3 larvae, but I think it seems like they do. If we wait a long time without building anything, which I don't want to do, but we could just to test it out, because we're going to be playing this. We're going to be playing a lot of this, so it'll be good to know. Try to keep track of what the enemies, how the enemies function, and how we function as well. Like which hatcheries do we have, and also how hard is hard? Like what does hard really mean in this campaign? Okay, and then you two, let's just keep making drones at home, because I want to just set up, defense here just in case, to at least give me a little bit of warning if the enemy's coming to attack us. There's a lot of resources here, which is great. Don't know, like, how much is it each of these patches? Okay, relatively low, but that's okay. Get away from my creep tumors, you jerks. Fungal growth doesn't stop them from attacking, but I think it at least immobilizes them. That's something, I suppose. Okay, and I'm gonna keep laying creep tumors. Can I? What's happening here? I'm hitting C. Is it my keyboard? I think it's my keyboard. Great. Okay, where to first? Let's just make more roaches. And then more overlords. And let's just go ahead and move in a direction. We just got attacked, so I feel pretty safe at least moving to this bottom right area. Wipe this area out. Maybe we'll find another base. Okay, there's lurkers. That's bad. Can I make lurkers? No, I cannot. That's going to tear my forces up, but this is why we need roaches. Okay, well that at least did some decent upfront damage. And then I need to make sure I set up a bunch of spine crawlers in my base, as was recommended to me on the loading screen. So let's just keep making a lot more drones. And then set up like 8 spine crawlers. That's 10, and honestly that's fine. Set up all the spine crawlers, baby. Let's go. That's a lot, but you know what? The loading screen told me to do this. And I have learned to take the advice of the loading screen. Might want to back up and make sure that these finish. It's fine. They will. They should finish. Okay, Kerrigan, hit the essence. I feel improved. Kerrigan has the ability to ensnare from collecting essence. Okay. Cool. I mean, that's fine. I guess she's already a detector. Ensnare doesn't seem particularly worthwhile. But it'll be fine. There is no gas up here, but I'll take it anyway. 1 extra hatchery doesn't hurt. And it looks like the enemy only attacks us from this particular direction for now, at least. Okay, what would I like to build? I could make Mutalisks to supplement this. I have a lot of Hydralisks, but let's make more to kind of sit in the back. And then Queens. Let's see how this functions. Let's see how this works. Is that a Broodlord? It is. Okay, let's get up there. That's no problem. Let's start moving up in this direction. If we can find where these enemies are coming from. In the first mission, the attacks were partly spawned and partly built. So if we can find where they're being built, that will be useful. I could make even more spine crawlers as well. Like, why not? If that's gonna be a thing, let's just go ahead and make even more. There you go. A lot of units coming in. Let's move on over. It seems like Kerrigan gets improved every time we find new essence, which is awesome. Razor Swarm right there. My units will walk into it. It's lasting longer than I expected it to. Okay, no problem. Okay, this one was pretty easy. This one was pretty easy to get to. I think we have more than enough defense. Kerrigan hit the greater essence. Power courses through me, I assume, not corpses. C-O-A-R-S-E-S.
You need something?
Kerrigan has the ability to spawn infested Terrans from collecting essence. Cool!
There is no need for
Alright, let's head up to the next area.
Keep your mind clear.
We're nearly maxed out. Maybe we just go ahead and do Mutalisks now? I mean, we're gonna have so much cash, we just go ahead and load up on Mutalisks. Let's go ahead and send these guys down here, add you to my hotkey group. Yeah, let's do it. Every little bit extra. Next, let's go to the upper right. I assume this is going to be like the enemy stronghold. Okay. Lurkers on a ramp, not great, but this is why we have roaches for the front. Not even, I wouldn't say much micro is particularly needed here. We're just going to attack into this and hope it works. Fungal growth. Ultralisks posing the greatest threat, but otherwise not too bad. Got rid of the Nidus Worm, which if the enemy, if there is a spawned enemy attack, that's where they're coming from. And then sure, let's get some Zerglings. So this will probably take all of the pressure off of our main base. Especially, you know, we're getting rid of all their tech structures. Got rid of the Lurker Den. We're getting rid of the Ultralisk Cavern. And nothing's attacked us for a while, probably because we've wiped everything out. Good work, Mutalisks. I haven't seen any Spore Colonies. I want to keep an eye out for the Spore Colonies, too, because the Spore Colonies have a chance of being those really crazy Heart of the Swarm Spore Colonies that did, it was like 45 damage versus Biological Error or something. Back when Zerg v Zerg was just Mutalisk v Mutalisk, and they needed to attempt to change it up a little bit. I think maybe it would be worthwhile not putting the enemy base in between you and the greater essence, only because then the enemy base, once you destroy it, it takes all the pressure off of you entirely. At least, I assume that's what's going to happen, because nothing's attacked me since I wiped this all out. We were already on the upward swing, but either way, no problem. We're pushing forward. Let's head on up and grab this this next piece of essence.
Don't get in.
I am intrigued by what's happening in this campaign, though. We're seeing Kerrigan actually becoming her StarCraft 2 self. The power, it's overwhelming. Spawn creatures. The ability to bin biomass together to create creatures from collecting essence.
The evolution continues.
So they're like little Dahakas. How you doing, little guys? Sure, let's go. Got the little creatures out, that's fine.
Your mind.
They don't benefit from Carapace. Or maybe they do. No, they don't. It would have a yellow number. That 2 would be a yellow number. Either way, that's fine. Okay, here's more Nidus worms. So this is, I guess our Mutalisks will do it. There's not much anti-air in these bases except the Hydralisks. They maybe need some spore colonies. Now, when Power Core sent me information about this campaign and asked me to check it out, which of course I'm happy to do. I've had this on my list for a while. He said, and he's commented on the first mission as well, where he said that he's like incredibly pleased with himself and how much he's improved with these missions. And Deltrin has told me the same thing. So I'm really looking forward to seeing. Not only am I enjoying this now, I can see my potential. Let's see what she gets. The ability to gather psionic energy and create a wormhole from collecting essence. That's awesome. She's going to be so good in future missions if we can still use her. But anyway, I'm enjoying this already, but the fact that it sounds like it's going to be even better, it's going to improve and become more interesting. Because this is a pretty straightforward Zerg macro map, right? Just a tier 2 Zerg macro map. Yeah, now I got these Mutalisks. These Broodlords are jerks. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Tempting to try Brutal next time, but again, we may see a major step function improvement and just change in general when it comes to these maps. Who knows?
Speak freely.
Just saying, it's possible. Okay, sorry, Zerglings. Got smoked. Okay, Ultralisk going down. These bases are decently defended. I mean, without adding an absurd amount of enemy units, I'm not sure how much harder this could be, besides making the enemy attacks a little bit harder. The Lurkers are probably the hardest thing to deal with. There's extra bases all over the place, too, which it makes it so that, like, I have 11,000 minerals saved, and I've been mostly maxed out since we were moving out here. Just saying, I'm not having much of a problem again. Could go ahead and up to Brutal here. It is done. I've gathered all the essence in this quadrant.
Continues.
Well done, Jones. You've successfully helped me claim this essence here and eradicated Azul's brood. You truly are one with the swarm. Thank you, my queen. But what about Azul? Has she come out of hiding yet? No, but she will appear. Eventually. So, now what, my queen? Azul, nice to see you again. Why is it that you refuse to follow my orders? Some broodmothers can sense your weakness, Kerrigan. The weaker you are, the easier it will be to take the swarm from you. But if you gather these essences, it will be harder for those broodmothers to take control. I highly doubt that, Azul, considering you're the only rogue broodmother. Are you sure, oh Queen of Blades? Does it keep you up at night knowing that your reign could be over tomorrow? Enough of these mind games, Azul. Do you think you can cleanse all the corruption from the swarm? I think. Ugh, my queen. I don't have much time. The Terrans, they...
No! No!
Ugh, let's see who's the strongest, Kerrigan. My queen, what could have the Terrans done to Azul to drive her this insane? I don't know, Jones, but our first priority is to just defeat Azul. Yes, my queen. Okay, quick save. Fear me. My queen, I'm calling upon my brood to help us fight Azul.
Speak freely.
Is that our... No, that's hers. Fungal Growther. It's actually... I mean, she's healing pretty quickly, but... Okay, and then we can't control his stuff. Wow, 3 Zerglings. Nice brood, asshole. Okay, hit her with this. Just hit her with everything. She throws down Disabling Cloud. She heals very fast. Does she... Is she... I see. So that affects her. That's unfortunate. Does that cost... Seeing what of Kerrigan's costs energy. Jones pretty much not going to help at all. Okay, this is going to be... This is not really hard, but it is time-consuming for sure. Nice. We're seeing that the melee on Kerrigan. Let's just make sure that we're spawning her extra stuff every time and then moving Jones out of this, out of the disabling cloud so we can actually do some damage here. More infested Terrans. Okay, and the more of his brood that builds up here, the faster this will go. This isn't too bad. Let's go ahead and... I mean, it's not bad at all, I should say. It's just, it's not hard, is what I'm trying to emphasize here. Okay. Jones, why don't you just go ahead and hit these Hydralisks that are slowly destroying you. Yeah, let Kerrigan take the heat. That's good. The disabling cloud is probably the hardest thing to deal with, only because you have to move. It doesn't do much damage, though. Again, as long as Kerrigan's taking the heat, this is absolutely fine. Okay, let's back out of it. Jones, look out. Kerrigan does a lot of damage. 80 damage. That's really good. Jones, move on out here. Cover Kerrigan while she just focuses. Okay. Disabling cloud. Get out of here. Just trying to keep Jones away because he's a little more fragile than Kerrigan. Keep spawning infested Terrans, though. No, a cat does not have my tongue. I am a happy dog owner, thank you very much. Okay, get some more of those weird creature things out. I'm kind of just relying on his brood, on Jones's brood, to just protect me from the other Zerg. But for the most part, yeah, we just spawn our minions, and Jones will slowly heal the other stuff here. All right, back out here, buddy. All right, cool it with the disabling cloud, you jerk. There's some enemies up here. I see spikes flying from up here. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, let's back up. Okay. I thought it would be like a black hole type thing, but it's actually it's the mothership vortex, so it actually makes her unattackable while things are within it. It'd be good if there was like a large amount of enemies that spawned. Looks like we've got her. Now, Azul didn't seem like she really wanted to attack us. It's like she's mind controlled or something. There we go, we got her. She's even more powerful than I expected. Yes, it seems the essence affects her psionic prowess greatly. Indeed, but I have to ask you. Yes. How did Azul slip out from our control? Could be a bug in the system, or a mechanical malfunction with the psi transmitters. Then fix it. Nothing's going to stop us. I'll get on it as soon as we get back to the lab, but you haven't told me. What are your plans for them? Well, Kerrigan is going to be fed the essence that we have collected to make her nearly invincible. She's nothing but a distraction. And Jones? What will become of his fate? Jones? Well, I got something special in store for him. Okay, it kicked me back to the main menu, but that's fine. It seems like there's some emphasis on Jones and who he was. Like, he lost all his memories. I wonder if he was a character that maybe we remember, like the UED captain or something. Who knows? Alrighty, this has been Jayborino. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.